Dr. Milgram, I just wanted to ask you, there were some conclusions that were made by the National Math Panel, the 2008, that Bush put together, that National Math
Yes.
Panel. I just want to see if you are in agreement with these statements. They concluded in their report, and it was put out in 2008, I guess, all-encompassing recommendations that instruction should be entirely student-centered or teacher-directed are not supported by research. If such recommendations exist, they should be rescinded. If they are being considered, they should be avoided. High-quality research does not support the exclusive use of either approach. And then they concluded that research showed conceptual understanding, computational and procedural fluency, and problem-solving skills are equally important and mutually reinforce each other. Debates regarding the relative importance of each of these components of mathematics are misguided.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that statement? So it sounds like it's not that there's a struggle in us doing the math standards that talk about apply in everyday life. This our process standards.
No.
Problems that apply in everyday life, problem-solving methods with planning.
What you want to do is you don't want to focus on that.
Right.
And
that's what the math panel said.
And the way it's going is focusing on it.
Right.
In the existing document. Sure, it is critical that you understand that math is applicable, and there are reasons for that. Sure, that's not an issue. In fact, look, frankly, I mean, I helped with that section that you just read. Mm-hmm. The balance is wrong because the process standards that you have distort the picture.
You feel they've just the way that they're placing the emphasis and their location and the mention each time in each of them are making it seem overly important and the most important. Is that?
Well, and more than that, they're not even the right standards in the end.
So you're concerned about the content in the standards not having all of the elements that it should.
Yes.
Even if you stripped out that process, the content in the standards not being at the level that it should be.
Ultimately, you want your kids to have a background that is actually useful to them.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure that members know, and I can print up this chart for you. Math teacher sent this to me, that in second grade, we require students to recall basic facts, to add and subtract within 20 with automaticity. In third grade, we recall facts to multiply up to 10 by 10 with automaticity and recall the corresponding division facts. Use strategies and algorithms, including the standard algorithm to multiply a two-digit number by a one-digit number. Strategies may include mental math, partial products, commutative, associative, and
right there,
distributive.
then I begin to object. I do not want to see a list of may include.
The mental math.
The minute you start doing that, you're limiting the teacher's options, and you're pushing the teacher in a specific directions.
Gotcha. And then members in fourth grade solve with fluency 1- and 2-step problems involving multiplication and division. Fifth grade, multiply with fluency 3-digit numbers and a 2-digit number. We have fluency facts that are required by grades, and it's incredibly important that is part of the instruction. It's, to me, what it looks like is, it's not an either-or thing, and that's what the National Math Panel said that you agreed with. It's not an either-or. You should be doing both. And the question is,
are we... Both what?
Well, when you were talking about, what I read earlier was, I've lost it. What the National Math Panel said about conceptual understanding, computational and procedural fluency, and problem-solving skills are equally important and mutually reinforcing each other.
Yes, that's fine.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
They're not
exactly
mutually
as you said
exclusive.
it.
Right.
It's more than they're not. Well, in order to solve problems in mathematics or related areas, what you really find in real practice is you isolate, you look at the area of mathematics that's involved in solving the problem, whether it's in mathematics or it's an application, and you had better know that area cold if you want to solve a problem, either a problem in mathematics or an application. You've got to start with the content knowledge and it's got to be solid. And without that solidity of knowledge, then you will not actually be able to solve problems.
Gotcha. Any other questions of Dr. Milgram? Dr. Milgram, thank you for coming again, and I'm glad your health recovered enough that you could be with us, and we really appreciate you kind of walking us through your thoughts on this issue.
Well, I hope I've helped.
Thank you so much.